morning me's life better and easier. So future me, hi, I love you. We're gonna make this as easy as possible for you, okay, hun? Okay, this should be a good angle for me to, you know, wake up in the morning and like, oh, good morning kind of thing, because we know how I am in the morning if you saw my morning video. So, okay, hang in there, future me. I love you so much. I know morning's not your thing, but you've got this, okay? Good night, sweetie. I love you. We have journaled, we have meditated. Now we're eating breakfast. I'm eating some eggs, avocado, and some black beans with Frank's, of course. But I wanted to take you along for my week this week. And this week is like my beauty week. So I have a lot of beauty appointments set up, except I just got a text from my one friend because she was in the States for a wedding this last weekend. But because there's been like so many tropical storms and the hurricane, the airport has been closed for, I want to say like almost a week. And so I just texted her like, hey, just like making sure that we can like get together tomorrow after we go to the gym and like get some more bleach in this hair. But she was like, no, I think we're stuck in Miami for a few days. And I was like, oh damn, I totally forgot that the airport's closed. So I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, but I just texted with my nail girl Katya and we're getting these nails fixed up because your girl needs help. These are my Halloween nails and I really held on to them for dear life. One, because I love them, and two, because I have a wedding in Canada next weekend, and so I needed them to stay on a little bit longer than I usually keep my nails on for, so that they weren't super grown out at the wedding. So I'm gonna go get these done. And then I also, another thing that's holding on for dear life are my eyelashes, because my girl just had a baby like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I got my eyelashes done like a day or two before she went into labor. And then we like chatted about it and she's like, I don't mind doing them for you like before you go to the wedding. So I have that plan too. Other than like my beauty appointments that I have, this is just gonna be like regular old standard week in my life living in Costa Rica. I do have a bunch of work that I need to get done today. And I'm so glad that I ran this morning because we literally haven't had blue skies in like 2.5 weeks because of all of these storms. And we had blue skies for like 10 minutes. And so I was so happy. So that's pretty much what we're getting into today. I'm starving. I waited far too long to eat breakfast because I was just like doing all of my morning things, but I haven't ran like that in a while. And I think I want to run a marathon this year. So I'm like low key training before I start like actual training. I just wanted to like get out and run, and I saw that it wasn't cloudy, or it was cloudy, but I saw that it wasn't raining. And I figured I might as well go for a run. But I forgot how crazy it makes my metabolism and like how starving you are after. And plus it's just like really important and good for you to eat protein after you work out, especially work out like that. Delicious. I don't know if you can hear it, but the construction next door is popping off. So if you hear that, please just ignore it. But I wanted to show you something I've been like hyperfixating on lately because it's so easy to make and delicious and like such a good snack, because personally I am a sweets tooth girly. I love my sweets. Chocolate ice cream, not chocolate ice cream though. I want to make that very clear. I don't really love chocolate ice cream. I don't really love chocolate cake. I like chocolate chips and I like ice cream. I'll take my chocolate chips in the ice cream, but I really don't like the taste of like chocolate cake or chocolate ice cream. I digress. If you have a sweet tooth, this is like such an easy thing. Once you have like the main ingredient, then you'll be good to go. I literally just Googled this, so let me get it. I make gummies. I don't have the like mold to make them into cute little shapes like gummy bears or stars or whatever. So I just put it in here and then I cut it up to the size that I want. The last time that I made these, I did some mango and some passion fruit, but the passion fruit was just so much better. So maracuya, that's how it's said down here. So literally all you do is add this juice to gelatin. Let me get it. This is the gelatin that I got from the grocery store. It's super simple instructions. You add these two things together. I think it's like 3 tablespoons of this and then like a half a cup of this. Let's cut this up. Now we get a little snack. I used parchment paper. It comes off super easy, but I'm just gonna leave this stuck to it while I cut it up. I didn't really do the best job cutting them up, but they look good enough. These ones are definitely thinner than the other ones that I made. I might get some cute molds next time I go back to the States just to have, since I've been making these so often. Let's do a little taste test. Oh. I'm not gonna eat that. Okay, taste test from one that didn't fall on the floor. It's so good. Ooh. I might have put a little too much lime in it in these ones. They're still delicious, they hit. But I'm curious to see what they would be like in molds. I should really get some molds. Delish. I just got home. As you saw, I went to the gym. It was buys and tries day. We usually have a group of like 4 or 5 people that we all go to the gym together, but the airport's been closed because of the tropical storms and then repairs and like all this stuff. So a handful of people, they were in the States the last few days or whatnot, and they weren't able to get in. So it was just me and one other person, which it was good because we kind of like flew through the exercises, which was really nice. But as you saw, then I went to the grocery store. So I just got back home. I have to leave in like 2-ish hours to go to my horseback riding lesson. I feel like this week is just the week of like everything getting moved around, but truly I shouldn't be surprised. Like that's very Costa Rican. Like it's just no importa, like it doesn't matter. Things happen when they happen, because I got a text yesterday from the barn manager, like the horse barn that I ride at, and she was like, she texted in the group chat of everyone and was like, hey, we're gonna have a photo shoot on Wednesday morning, so like we would love for everyone to join, da 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 da. I was like, perfect, worked out well with my schedule. And then when I was leaving the gym, she texted again and was like, the weather's just been like so not great, so we're gonna push it to next week, which unfortunately that means I won't be able to go because I'm leaving next week, actually the day of the photo shoot, that the date that they moved it to, I'm leaving and going to the wedding in Canada. So tomorrow I have 3 beauty appointments tomorrow. So tomorrow's still gonna be like a pretty packed day. Today's gonna be chill. Besides horseback riding, just doing some work. I got a good amount of work done yesterday, which was nice. So today I'm gonna try to like get ahead a little bit because I probably won't have a lot of time to do much tomorrow, which I love days like that. Like I've worked so hard so that on a random Wednesday, I can spend it just like doing whatever I want and like making whatever appointments I want at any time, and that my schedule can be flexible if things come up or things go away. So I'm just really proud of that. I've worked really hard for that. I'm just gonna bring in my groceries, and the construction man It wakes me up every morning. Let's do a little grocery haul. Kick things off. We needed more olive oil. These I bought the last time I went to the grocery store and they are delicious. I got the chili picante because I'm a spicy girl through and through. Delicious. What I've been doing is like, if I need a little snack, I'll put some of these in with like a couple of like slices of cheese. Such a good snack. We got tomatoes, cinnamon sticks, more gelatin to make more gummies, beans, marinated olives, bunch of avocados, some more onion powder, onion, chicken, lettuce, blueberries, because I want to make gummies with these. I'm gonna blend them up. It's gonna be delicious. Eggplant, apples for the horses, papaya, my favorite fruit. That or watermelon. And a big old head of cabbage. That's it, that's grocery haul. I'm just getting ready for my riding lesson. I didn't do any work. Well, I did. I posted one video on my TikTok. Whoopsie-doo. I was just like, as soon as I sat down, work wasn't looking too fun. So I'm definitely gonna have to be doing everything that I meant to do when I get back from my riding lesson, which is fine. Because I did like, the reason I gave myself permission to chill was because it's not as much as I thought that I had to do. I'm a UGC creator, so I make a lot of ads for other brands. So as I was driving back home, I don't think I mentioned this when I was talking to you in the car, one of my friends noticed that I have a nail in my tire. And the thing is that happens kind of often here, especially because there's so much construction and just the roads are terrible. And with us having a really rainy month, the roads get even worse and the potholes get so bad. So my poor car has been doing her thing and like trying to hold on best she can. And I give her props for that, but I do have a nail in my tire. So now I have to get that fixed, but I just don't think I'll have time tomorrow. He was like, oh, it's not leaking air. Like it's completely in my tire. There's no hole because the nail is filling up the spot that it punctured, but really I shouldn't like keep it in there for a while. I got deodorant on my shirt. Here's my thing, I'll like constantly put on my clothes for the barn and be like, there's a stain or there's something, but I just get so dirty the second I show up at the barn that I don't super care. What do I need to do now? I need to braid my hair. I'm a big braider when it comes to doing physical activity just because my hair will get so knotted. I will say, riding pants do make your booty pop though. Pretty simple for the hair. Just a cute little braid. That's that. I have to grab my boots, my half chaps, my gloves, socks, helmet, apples and carrots for the horses, refill my water, and that's it. Let's go riding. Make sure I have everything in line because I'm pretty sure like once I leave, I'm not going to be coming back until like I'm done with the day. So right now I've gotten ready to go to the gym. I just have to put my hair up. And then after that, I should have like a little bit of time. I think I'm going to go grab brunch, like not do brunch, but go grab something that is going to count as breakfast and lunch. And then after that, my first appointment is to get my hair fixed. I don't know if you can see, but there's just like parts of it that are darker than I would like it to be. And I use this purple mask and it definitely helps with the brassiness. Like it's a little bit brassier right now just because like I knew I was gonna do this appointment today, so I didn't use my purple mask last night in the shower. But there's just pieces, and she told me this when she got it dyed, that I'm probably gonna have to come back and get those pieces re-dyed. I don't know, there's just pieces of it that need some more color so that it's not like that orangey gross color. Anyway, so that's my first appointment. So my friend is a hairstylist I also work out with. Usually what we do is we'll go work out and then I'll go over to her place and she'll do my hair. But because I was supposed to have that photo shoot this morning, yeah, I said that correctly. We know how my brain is in the morning. Because I was supposed to have that photo shoot this morning at the barn, then it got moved, but I was like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to go to the workout. I'm gonna go to the barn in the morning and then like I'll come over later. And so we scheduled a hair appointment for 1 because she also, this is a lot of talking for the morning, but I want to explain my day because I don't know when else I'm going to have time to explain my day. Give me a sec. Okay, I have appointments scheduled for 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and 3:30. The 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. appointments are happening at the same place, so that's totally fine. I have to make sure that I leave that place by 3 to get to my 3:30 appointment. So usually I would have time between the 1 and 2 because I would go to the hair appointment, which is the 1 o'clock appointment, earlier in the day because I would go right after I go to my workout. But because that's not happening, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my workout, I'm gonna go eat something, do a little bit of work, and then I'm gonna go to my hair appointment, and then I'm gonna stay for my next appointment, and then I'm gonna leave and go to my next appointment. And so I wanted to explain that so that if don't really have a chance to chat, you know what's going on. I hope that made sense. This is why I don't usually do this in the morning. Can you hear the monkeys? This clip was way longer than I needed to be just because I couldn't get my thoughts out. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't have any thoughts to get out and I was trying really hard to create thoughts. See you when I see ya. This is why I don't do things in the morning that require my brain, because this morning I woke up and was like, oh my gosh, I have all of these things that I need to do and I have to pack it up. I'm gonna be gone the whole day. My morning brain had the time like way off. I have a whole extra hour that I didn't think that I had. And so now I'm going back because now I can shower, thank goodness, because leg day is usually like my sweatiest day at the gym. And so I'm pretty sweaty. So now I can now I can actually go back and shower and also eat something because your girl's spending a lot of money on all my beauty treatments this day and this week. So we don't need to also spend money on lunch. And I went grocery shopping yesterday. So there's plenty of food at home. So I'm gonna go back, eat some lunch. It's 10:30 right now. My hair appointment isn't until 1. I literally have so much time. I don't have to leave until like, I'll probably leave at like 12:30ish just to give myself like ample time because I don't wanna be late, because if I'm late to this, then it makes me late to everything else. So I'm gonna make sure I get there early / on time. So I'm heading back now. I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna eat. And I brought all my bags into the gym just because in Costa Rica you could never be too careful. So I didn't wanna leave like my camera and my Kindle in a bag in my car, because if someone sees a bag and they want it, they'll go in and get it. So I was literally like huffing my bags around the gym and now I didn't even need to do it. But you know what? Props to morning me for trying to think ahead. I love you so much, girlfriend, but you know, it was unnecessary. I'm sorry that you had to exert so much effort in order to do something without reward, but I guess the reward is that we get to go back and shower no matter what. Okay. I can't believe I did all that this morning. This week's my beauty week. So I have to show all my beauty appointments.
Are you getting your lashes done before you go?
I'm getting them done Saturday. Sweet girl.
She was trying to get back downstairs and it probably started pouring and she bolted back up here.
Oh, he's so cute. Get your cool tats in it. Gracias. Es rubio, pero ahora es
Cenizo.
Sí.
No, me encanta.
Gracias.
Linda.
Son la frente.
Solo la frente, sí, solo la frente.
Sí.
Lindo, lindo, lindo. Diferente.
Sí, gracias.
Levanta tus. Ahora sí. Hoy salí de San José a las 5:30 de la mañana. 6 horas.
Wow. No sé.
Tienes una fiesta.
No.
No.
No, mi
Pestañas.
pestañas. Sí, en sábado, pero en el próximo sábado yo tengo una boda.
Ok.
Sí,
Perfecto, el voto. Un gusto, una
Sí,
semana.
sí, en Canadá. Mi prima. Canada.
Sí, sí, sí.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Levanta. Cejas.
Okay, 2 stops done today. We have 1 more to do. I mean, technically the stops were at the same stop. They were just 2 different appointments. So my friend did my hair. It's still wet. Couple of things about my hair. 1, it's still wet. 2, this is how it's gonna look for the next couple of days because she loads that up with some toner. And so it leaves kind of this like purpley gray ashy color. And then that's gonna wash out over the next couple of days. So how it looks now is not really how it's gonna look. But we just wanted to make sure it was like all, whoa. Anyway, we just wanted to make sure there wasn't gonna be any of that like gross orangey, coppery kind of feel to it. So we had to toner it up. So really happy, and she's really happy with it too. And then I literally stayed in the same room, and then Laura, she's from San Jose, which is the capital of Costa Rica. It's like anywhere between 4 to 6 hours to get there, depending on traffic. She said today it took her 6 hours to get here. So every 3 months she comes and she can do chemical peels, she does Botox, she can do filler, and there's like some other things that she can do as well. So my friend just like hosts her at the house, and honestly like a big group of us just kind of like come and go and get treatments done, whatever we want done. We are all about a balanced lifestyle over here, and there are certain things that just make me feel good and make me feel my best, whether it's like the healthiest thing or not. Whatever. I live by that 80%, 20% rule, and I kind of just like expand that over my whole life. So like I, in general, feel as though I'm a very healthy person. I'm very active. I eat very clean, and I'm very careful about what kind of products I put on my body and the things that I consume just in general, even just like mentally. And so if I want to go do Botox, I'm going to go do it. And I don't feel sorry about it. So I just got that done. Now I have to leave to go get, I'm like perfect timing. I'm gonna go leave to go get my nails done because these babies need help. They are so overgrown. It's just like been more than time, more than ready for me to get these done. And so I'm really excited to get a fresh new set. Let's go to the nail appointment. This is the cutie little nail studio that I come to. It's like next to her house. She can do petties and whatnot. But we're just doing manis today. Let's see what we get into. My nail girl absolutely slays every time. I'll give you a closer look. Ooh, wait, maybe we can get under better lighting so you can see the sparkle. Ugh. They're so good, and they match my dress that I'm wearing to the wedding. I'm obsessed! You can see my hair a little bit better now that it's dried some, but like I said, there's that like purpley, grayish, ashy tint to it because of the toner, but that's gonna go away. But now we've gotten rid of a lot of that yellow, and that was the goal. So we're looking good, we're feeling good. What a great day I had. You know, we got everything done. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling hungry. So I'm gonna eat some dinner and chill the rest of the night. It's sunny! Oh my gosh, I am so happy. Let me roll these up so I can talk to you. I'm currently headed to go get the tire fixed, to go get the nail taken out of my tire. So hopefully that'll go well, and then I have like a couple more stops that I have to make, and today's been like a pretty chill day. I feel like honestly every day is a pretty chill day. Let's be real, that's the life that I've created for myself. All I want is to feel chill every day. But this morning I did my cute little journaling, my meditating. I can't work out today because of the Botox that I got yesterday. I got it in between my eyebrows, my forehead, and then my crow's feet. That's like usually the only places that I get it. Because I got Botox, you can't work out for 24 hours, and so I'm not working out today. So I got to sleep in, I didn't set an alarm, and then I journaled, I meditated, and then I got changed and I walked out and it was sunny, and I was like, oh, this is the best. It has seriously been almost 3 weeks since we've seen sun. When I went running on Monday, there was like a little bit of a blue sky for maybe the last 10 minutes or so of my run, but it was like, it wasn't even like it was the full sky, it was just like this one little area. And so when I woke up and I saw actual sun peeping through, I just had to sit outside and relax and put my face in the sun and soak up all of the vitamins that I've been needing the last 3 weeks. Like, the way the sun just completely shifts my mood, I feel so much better. I feel so much happier. I just feel like a brand new person. I'm so glad that the sun was out today, and now I'm driving to get my nails done, or not my nails, to go get the nail pulled out of my tire. And the sun is still shining and it's still looking gorge, and there's definitely still a lot of clouds in the sky, but they're not so thick that the sun can't come through, and they're not dark so it doesn't look like it's gonna rain all the time. Like, these tropical storms, man, really did a number on me and on this country. This poor country is not designed to be able to withstand that amount of rain. There were so many people who had issues with their housing, electricity being out, all that stuff. Like, this country is simply not designed for that. So I'm so glad that we're on the up and we're coming out of it. Hopefully it just keeps getting more and more blue in the sky, more and more sun, and we're gonna be able to just live our lives the way that we're used to. Oh, can you tell I'm feeling better by how chatty I am? Fingers crossed I get to the mechanic without my tire popping. I think I'm gonna be okay, because let's be real, how long have I had this tire, or how long have I had this nail in my tire? Probably a lot longer than I think. Fingers crossed we get there. It's just like the road has gotten so bad because of the rain. So fingers crossed, that's all we can really say. And I'll see you the next time I see ya. We're making blueberry gummies. This is your friendly reminder to always wash your fruits and veggies. Ugh. We're gonna make some gummies super quick and easy, but I've never done them from like the actual fruit before. I've only used the juice, so I have to get this blender. Why was that so difficult? I think I broke it. I fixed it. Women in STEM. I need 1 cup's worth of juice from the blueberries. I don't know how many like cups of non-juice blueberries that means, so I'm gonna put 1 cup in the blender, blend it up, and see how much it gives us. Definitely need water. Probably like half a cup of water. Definitely not the correct blender for this, and if I cared, I would probably strain this, but I don't. So I'm gonna try to get a cup out of this. Oh, easily, okay. 1 cup and like a quarter. We're gonna add a little bit of lime juice. I don't have fresh lime juice right now, so we're just gonna add a couple of splashes of this. And then, since I did a cup, I'm gonna need 6 tablespoons of the gelatin. And we'll do 6 and a little more because this is like a cup and a little more. Then, before it gets too gelatiny, oh no, I don't want this one. I like this little guy. You're just gonna stir it up. Oh, you can't see that. Maybe I'll use the whisk to make sure you get everything smooth. Now we just let this sit for 5 minutes. Let me show you what it looks like. Thick. All right, but now we let it sit 5 minutes. Once you hit your 5 minutes, it's gonna be pretty solid. Now you're gonna put it over low heat because you don't want this to boil, but you want it to get liquidy again. So as it gets warm, it's gonna start to melt down, get a little bit liquidier. And then this is when you can add your sweetener of choice. I'm gonna add honey, and I don't really have much honey left. The cones in there too. And really important, you don't want your mixture to boil. So whatever you do, keep stirring it, keep the heat low, and make sure it doesn't boil. Let's see if I can like get some off of this. No, that's not gonna work. And this part only takes a few minutes. You just want all the pieces to be liquid, to reincorporate, and really the only thing that you did was add the honey. So see, it's nice and liquidy. In the recipe that I followed, it said like, oh, you can scrape the foam off the top. Honestly, the other recipes that I didn't develop a foam. This is the first time I've seen it, but I'm also not gonna scrape it off because I do this because it's easy and it tastes good. I don't wanna overcomplicate things. So I just have this pan that I lined with parchment paper. And then once everything is smooth and liquid again, you just pour it in. And then I usually just like push on the corners to get it to go to all of the sides so that I get a pretty squared off piece of gummy. This is as good as we're gonna get, so I'm gonna let it sit on the counter for like 15 to 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge overnight, and then we have gummies. My morning took a bit of a turn unexpectedly. Usually on Fridays, I like to go and volunteer at the dog shelter, and I walk the dogs, and there's usually like a group of us that go. But because of the rain the last couple of weeks, there's some bridges that you need to cross over to get to the shelter. But the bridges are like low to the ground, and if it rains too much, the river that the bridge is over will just take over the bridge, and then you can't drive over it because then your car will just be floating. I hadn't been able to go to the shelter for the last couple of weeks, and because the rain has been so bad, a lot of the dogs just like haven't been walked like they're usually walked every single day. And so I show up to the shelter this morning. I was able to get there, and there was just one other volunteer there. She's one of my good friends, and she's like works for the shelter. Like I always call her like head volunteer, but she does so much more. So she and I are together, but it's like on and off raining. So we're walking the dogs, but we're not able to walk as far just because of the weather. And so we're just trying to make sure like everyone can get out and use and go to the bathroom. So we take a couple of dogs out, and then my friend grabs the dog, and there's like a hallway that you could see in the clips that you walk through, and there's dogs on each side. So she grabs one of the dogs, and I grab another dog, and we're about to like go out and walk them. And as she's walking through the hallway, one of the dogs in one of the other kennels grabs the dog's paw that she's walking. And this dog obviously freaks out, and she, my friend, is trying to get the dog in the kennel to release the paw of the dog she's holding. And it just, honestly, it's kind of like a blur at this point. I had a dog too, and I like turned around and saw all of this happening. Long story short, my friend ended up getting bit really bad. There was just like blood everywhere. And the thing was, I thought it was the dog because I knew that the dog's foot was grabbed. And so my friend, like, I took the dog from her, put my dog back in the kennel, took the dog from her. There's blood all over the dog. There's blood all over the floor. And it was literally like this blood had sprayed, but I hadn't seen it I didn't see where the blood sprayed from. I just like turned around and saw the blood like hitting the floor. And so I took the dog, and I was like confused, and also just like trying to take action. And I was trying to get the dog to walk because I was like, I need to go like get your foot checked. I need to go rinse you off. You have blood all over you. And of course the dog didn't want to pass by where she just got attacked. And so it was probably like a good minute of me being like, okay, what do I need to do? Trying to get this dog to move. And then I realized the dog isn't bleeding, but there's blood everywhere. And then I realized the dog in the kennel isn't bleeding, but there's blood everywhere. And so then I look down and I see my friend, and she's got a towel wrapped around her arm, and she's sitting down, and she's like trying to yell for help from someone else. And I was like, shit. So I scooped up the dog, ran down the hallway, and I go to her, and another woman who works there like runs up. Long story short, I gave the dog to the other woman who worked there, grabbed my friend. I put her in my car, flew, like race car drove to the clinic. Luckily, it was only like 10 minutes away. And I was able to get her there. And I was like so nervous that she was going to pass out, so nervous that she was going to throw up. She was not okay. She was so pale. She kept saying like, I'm going to pass out. She kept saying, I'm going to puke. And I just kept telling her in the car, like, breathe. Okay, like, let's talk about something that's going to distract you. She's in so much pain. I was at the clinic with her for, 5-10 minutes or something before her husband showed up. And there's only one person allowed back there, so I went in the waiting room. It was just, like, really scary. A husband ended up coming out and being like, hey, she's going to be okay. We have to do x-rays. You know, they have to stop the bleeding. Luckily, most of the bleeding had stopped, but she was still bleeding. She just wasn't like gushing blood like she was at first. I'm like really not good with blood and guts, but I once I left the clinic, because her husband came out and was like, she's okay, you should go, you don't need to be here. I left the clinic, and I like instantly started like tearing up, and like the shock was kind of wearing off. And like I called my mom and told her what happened. And I was like, I'm so glad that I didn't turn around a half a second earlier, just because if I would have seen the blood spray out of her arm, like, I don't know what I would have done. And then my mom was like, you've been in scary situations similar to this before, and like, you've always, like, that part of you kind of like shuts down and you just like spring into action. Like, she's like, if you saw it, I know you would have been fine, because you've handled situations like this before where you've seen blood spray out of an animal, and you grab them and you handle it and you move forward and you get it done. So anyway, I like got home after that. I'm covered in scratches, I'm covered in mud, I'm covered in my friend's blood. I get home and I just like sit in the shower, and I just was like letting the hot water rinse everything off of me. And since then, I've just been like hanging out outside, and I've been reading, trying to like calm my mind. And now my friend just texted in like the volunteer group. She just like told everyone what happened. And so now it's coming up a little bit more, but that was really scary. I'm so glad that she's okay. And she like voice memoed me basically when I got home and was like, I'm so sorry I gave you a heart attack. Thank you so much for driving me. I was like, literally, please do not ever apologize to me about that. Like, I would do that a million times over. Like, please, I'm just glad that you're okay. So she said she got pain meds. They couldn't stitch it up. They did one stitch to stop the bleeding completely, but they can't stitch it up because it's a dog bite. So she has like antibiotics and everything. So, man, it was just like more of an eventful morning than I ever expected there to be. So, like I said, I've just been chilling. And then in a little bit here, probably in like an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish, I have a horseback riding lesson today. So I'm just gonna chill and like keep calming down my nerves. When I got home, I literally like started shaking and like the tears started coming. Like, I think I was just in total shock. And like, you know, when you're coming down from the shock and you're trying to like re-regulate your body. So yeah, I just needed to do some activity that could get my mind off of it, but also not be like in my phone and making me feel a lot of anxiety. So that's why I just decided to read, because then puts me into a different world. I'm able to get my mind off of it. And that way I can just calm my nervous system down. That was my unexpectedly eventful and not a good way morning. I'm so glad that she's okay. I'm so glad. And then the dog too, the vet came to pick her up, and he's taking her to his vet office now just to double check on her and her paw. Scary situation, but everyone's okay. Fit check before riding. I've literally had these pants for, I want to say maybe like 15 to 17 years at this point. Yeah, these are really old, but they still fit. And then this shirt I got from Dover Saddlery. I just have to put my hair up, and then we get to go hang out at the barn and go ride. Gummies that we made last night. These have been in the fridge for like 24 hours at this point. A little bit less than 24 hours. And that's honestly the longest that I've let them sit without cutting them. But I have noticed from the previous gummies that I made that the longer they do sit in the fridge, the chewier they get, and I like the texture more. So like after I cut them up, I put them just back in the fridge, and over time they get chewier and they are better. I got back from my riding lesson, I showered, I ate some dinner, and I'm feeling a lot better after everything this morning. I heard from the people at the rescue and at the vet that the dog that got attacked, Carly, she's doing okay. She's definitely gonna be a little bit sore. She did have some wounds, but no broken bones, so she's okay. And then my friend, she's responding to texts and seems to be like in good spirits, so she's doing okay too, which I am so happy about. I'm so glad that everyone is doing okay. I'm cutting off a little piece to taste test. And remember, this one was like really thick when I made it last night. I guess you don't know what the texture is supposed to be or what it has been, but I'll just tell you, it was way thicker last night. I think it's because the blueberries, maybe it's just like not as juicy as when I use the mango or the passion fruit juice. I don't know. But this is what it looks like. Beauty guru style. Here we go. Nice color. I didn't strain it, so there is like skin, blueberry skin in it. It looks good. Let's try it. It's good. It's not as flavorful. The passion fruit and the mango were a lot more flavorful. Honestly, the blueberries themselves weren't that flavorful, which I didn't realize until after I made it. I probably should have added some like lemonade to it or something. That would have been good instead of the lime juice. Not super flavorful, but it's still pretty good. I don't mind eating it. And then I just have some like work to do tonight, and that's it. Wild Friday night. Today's run was really hard. I did 5 miles and my average pace per mile was 50 seconds slower than my run on Monday. And I did 4 miles on Monday, and that's totally fine because I walked a lot more during this run. And like I said, this is my pre-training training. So I was trying to like, if I wanted to walk, let myself walk and not be hard on myself, because this is not the time to like go crazy and hurt myself. But I did just want to do the loop that I did because I'm probably going to be doing that a lot during my training. So I just kind of wanted to get a feel for it because I hadn't run that loop in like literally years, and I probably only did it once or twice before. I wanted to see like what the elevation was like and whatnot, and it's hilly. It's hilly. There's like from mile 3 to 4 was flat and that was it. Everything else was so hilly, but that'll probably be better for me in the long run. I'm starving. I've waited far too long yet again, but I just remembered that Truvani sent me some protein powders probably a couple of months ago, and then my parents brought them down and I totally forgot about them. So let's see what they sent me, and let's make a little protein shake. Oh wow. There's this whole cookbook with things, milkshakes, donuts, pancakes. Wow. That's delicious. Okay, plant-based protein. This one's chocolate. I have 2 chocolate and 2 vanilla. I'm more of a vanilla girly, if I do say so myself. No dairy, no stevia, no gums, no soy, no flow agents, no emulsifiers, no gluten, no GMO, no weird ingredients. That's what we want our protein to look like. 20 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fat, 130 calories. I think I'm gonna add some PB2 in here too. All right, should we we'll put in a liquid first. Maybe we'll do a little bit of almond milk, a little bit of water. Okay, just making sure. Oh, and obviously we need ice. I'll be right back. Oh, and I do have some blueberries. Maybe I'll throw some blueberries in here too. This is shaping up to be not so bad. Scoop of PB2, don't be shy. And some blues, little antioxidants up in here. See how it blends. Wow. The absolute perfect amount for this cup. Mmm. That's delicious. Mmm. Brain freeze. I had really bad brain freeze. Yum. Everything I wanted. My first 5 months that I lived in Costa Rica, I didn't have a car, and I don't know how I did it. Granted, I lived in like the middle of town, so I was able to walk to a lot of places, but with the life that I live now and like the amount of things that I do that are outside of town, because a lot of the times it's like so much less expensive, man, I don't know how I did it. I feel like I'm constantly just like bopping around in my car going to things. So speaking of which, I'm heading to my last beauty appointment of the week. I'm heading to go get my eyelashes filled because I need to get them filled. I've had these for about a month, and my girl does like a very natural look, which I love. I was like surprised that they even made it the entire month. So I'm heading to do that. I had a really great run this morning. Actually, It wasn't that great. I ran 5 miles, but I had to walk so much because it was just hard today. But the sun is shining, and it's like actually really shining, like has been shining for hours. And so I got to chill and lay outside for the first time in so long in the sun. But yeah, other than that, we're just gonna go get my lashes filled. I'm gonna stop at the grocery store. Probably this is gonna be the last time before I head out of the country. And then I'm gonna get back, do some work, and that'll be it for today. Oh, I'm hoping that I'll be able to see a sunset tonight because there's no clouds in the sky. I mean, there are clouds in the sky, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to see a good sunset regardless because there's less clouds and the sun is shining. A moment for the lashes, please, and thank you. She killed it. We love a good natural extension. That's what we go for over here. Let's go watch the sunset. Let's go watch the sunset. It's gonna be pretty. Oh, I can't wait. What a perfect end to such a good week. I've never like vlogged this many days in a row before. It was really fun, and I honestly do kind of like similar things, same sort of things every single day, just like working out, going horseback riding, going to the grocery store. Like it's honestly the same pretty much every day. So I tried to film like different parts of all of those things. So hopefully you still enjoyed it, even though honestly, life's usually pretty mundane, but that's what I like about it. It's the peacefulness of living within a mundane life that I craved for so long. I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog this week. Thank you so much for watching it. I so appreciate you being here as a small creator. It means so much to me. If you enjoyed this and want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. I really want to grow this community. And like I said, being a small creator, it means so much that you're here, and it means so much when every single person subscribes. Like every time I see someone new subscribe, I'm like, oh my gosh, and in my mind or out loud, I do say thank you. So just know that if you subscribed, I've definitely said thank you to you before, and I truly, truly mean it. I'm so grateful. Let me know in the comments if you liked this video and if you want to see more of these vlog style videos from me. Other than that, I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you soon.